Hi, it's Gabrielle here. As you know, I've been doing a lot of traveling, so I have not been in my kitchen in a while, a good while I guess. In addition, today's dinner is being dedicated in loving memory of my ex we were together 18 years, in loving memory of David Stephen Wright. David was a great father to my kids. He made our life very interesting. We went a lot of places. We did a lot of things. This is he's behind me there. We were in Phuket, Thailand. Anyway, we'll talk as I go along. I'm cooking David's favorite things because David loved to eat and we love to cook together. So let me do something with that and I will be right back with you. Excuse me. Oh, come on, just sit there as I want you to. There. Okay. So, every Friday, David and I, after work, this was a big thing. We made a big deal out of it. We would covet the best whole lobster we can find. And we'd have a 7-course meal. Always included things like oysters, fresh oysters. He loved fresh oysters. We would actually get the oysters and chuck them. Now, chucking oysters is not an easy thing to do. The guy told me once again how to do it, but it took me a while. He said use a screwdriver, but instead of screwdriver, I'm using this thing. And you simply, you have to pop it open. And there, I did it. Look, I popped this one open. It's dripping juice all over me. And I have a second one. If I stick this in here too, I did not need a screwdriver. Oh, my goodness, come on. You know what? We'll just go with one because I already chucked 4 of them. My arms probably are just tired. Let me just wash my hands. Oh, goodness. You know what? I'm gonna have to call my virtual assistant. She's not even aware that I'm back. What I did with the oysters that I chucked, I put them in the refrigerator. You have to always be careful with oysters because they're highly perishable and you can really get sick from them too. I chucked the oysters just like David and I used to do. We used to always have at least half a dozen of oysters prior to our meal. Before I forget, I have a whole lobster, which is one of our favorite things. It is a fresh, live lobster that I got at the store. I really need to get this in the pot of boiling water so we can proceed, okay? And let's see. What do I need? I feel like a foreigner, a visitor in my own kitchen. I'll tell you what's in this water also. Just give me 1 second. Oh, don't. It's alive. So I'm just going to take the lobster, the whole lobster, head first into the water, cover it up. Okay, that's for my virtual assistant. I did in the water, I put some fresh whole peppercorn, some fresh herbs that I just grabbed. I don't even remember what was in there. I just grabbed some fresh herbs. Anyway, I chucked the oysters. And I've got some cocktail sauce and some lime that David and I used to just enjoy our oysters every Friday. And the kids, oh, we had a ball. He was a really great guy, very nice guy, very smart guy. I don't have any details about his death. The family didn't take it up on a little hot pepper. I mean, this is actually Chinese chili pepper that I'm putting on there. I'm just gonna have 1 oyster with you guys. Then after that, this tape, I'm going to enjoy myself. So what you want to do, the oyster it's held by that little round membrane. You just pull it out of there and look. I am hungry. Very good. Now, I don't know if I could pull one out with a chopstick, a set of chopsticks, but I can certainly try. I bet you I can. Oh, I've already done this one, so that would be cheating. Let's just see. Okay. And three. Might as well eat the whole thing, right? I'm hungry. I haven't had much appetite for days. Really stressed out. So this is perfect. Awesome. Now, I'm making David's favorite stir fry also. He was also a crab leg guy. Let me show you guys this. When you cook crab legs, depending on your skill level, this is what I used to do for my kids. It's not required for me, but for my kids, I would take the crab leg and right down the center, just take a sharp knife and just go down and, I don't know, make a slit. Just score it down the middle. Doesn't have to be even, so it's easier for them to eat. My crab legs are going to go in with the lobster in about 2 minutes before it's done. To move on, let's make the stir fry. Oh, we did love oysters. Also oyster soup, but that's something I'll share with you later. David loved baked potatoes. Speaking of baked potatoes, oh my God, microwave. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to make some of his favorite veggies, which was green beans, some broccoli, and a little bit of water here. Get that cooking. As you know, they take longer to cook, so I want to start them ahead of time and just kind of like let them steam a little bit. I went to my market and got the most beautiful collard green organic bunch I can find. Now I'm going to just take it, not use the whole thing. That would be far much too much food for just myself to eat. If you guys knew how late it is, you would say you're crazy. I have been up since 5:30 a.m. It is now past midnight and I'm full of energy because, oh, my potatoes done. That is because I'm back to eating the way I used to eat, eating lots of green stuff, and I couldn't be happier. We're going to just go the short route today and use the garlic oil. But because I love David so much, I never did stop loving him. You know, things went wrong. But, oh well, I'm way over the time. I am so sorry. That cannot be helped. Actually, I'm not certain I ever set the time. I did not hear it. You guys will just have to understand. This is a special occasion. And I'm kind of like dyslexic in my kitchen. Now it's time to put the crab legs in. Hopefully, it's not too long. A little bit of this. No, I really don't know if I set the timer. I hopefully have not been talking for 12 minutes, 13 minutes already. Certainly hope not. So we want to take all this and put it together like that. Add a little bit of our oyster sauce to that. Do want to add a little bit of cayenne pepper, give it a little zip. David did like spicy things. And I even have a special candle for David. that I'm going to light later. I've got my potato down. Now I have some butter with some garlic that I need to microwave quickly. David did love baked potatoes, and I'm going to make it just the way he liked it. Maybe what I'll do with the potato is separate it from everything else. Maybe that's a little bit too big of a container. Why don't we just take the potato and put it on there? This is how David liked his potato, with tons of butter. He loved butter and sour cream and chive. I've got all that set aside. Let me not forget about my stir fry. I miss my kitchen so much. Unreal how much I miss my kitchen. And butter first. First, a pat of butter. Then, just like David liked it, except I went out of my way for him, I'm gonna try and make it pretty. Like a swirl or something, I don't know. Like that. Thank you. My virtual assistant better come back to work tomorrow. How is our stir fry doing? It should be. Oh, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Now we want to throw a little bit of bean sprouts on there to give it some color. I know it needs a little bit more of the chicken bouillon. Actually, that's not even just chicken bouillon. It's my all-in-one spice that I use. Also, today we're going to go convenient. A little bit of ginger and a tad bit of cilantro to kind of give it that unique flavor. Oriental, but bodlicious gaddy flavor. Oh, that is gorgeous. We'll let that finish up while we get everything else ready for my dinner being dedicated to David Stephen Wright, my ex. That's gonna go on here. I've decided that already, so we can move that. Now we're ready for our lobster. I have to drain the lobster, so pardon me while I find something. And I need another pincher. Oh my God, I'm probably gonna become all undone today. Wow. First, we're gonna pick out the crab legs and all the seasoning not coming out. Now, the whole lobster. My, oh my, oh my, oh my. You've got to drain. So, I'm doing this wrong. I'm concerned about time. You guys don't care about time today. It's got the rubber bands that they put on the claw, and you don't have to fuss with the lobster. It doesn't matter how you do it. You just want to get the whole thing on the plate. And you could take the claws, you could bend them, you could separate them. Then next to my lobster, I want to add my, look at all these beautiful, these are all the herbs, fresh herbs I added. I added to it. I do want to add the crab also. Let's just pretend it's, there you go. That will work. I want to take my garlic butter and put it right in this container here so that we have a fresh dill that's going to give it lots of flavor. Now for our stir fry, what I want to do is add a little bit of the wonderful life of seaweed that I've discovered. Add a little bit of that to my stir fry. Should take but a moment to kind of come together and marry itself with everything else. My stir fry is really pretty the way I want it. Green beans al dente, ready. Whatever. Here, another one. Okay. Let me take the lobster, a whole lobster. Ooh. Look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the dill, garlic, butter. Now that the dill flavor has settled in, and I did put a squeeze of lemon in there also. Let me make it so you guys can see everything. Then we have a baked potato here. That's probably going to, should be over here with the lobster. Okay, so you guys can see everything. And then I'll stir fry. I really do feel slightly dyslexic in my own kitchen. Looking forward to my virtual assistant's presence tomorrow. I have prepared a wonderful meal, which is exactly the same meal that David Stephen Wright and myself used to enjoy just about every Friday. You can bet on that. And on Saturday morning, the kids and I and Dave, we would take off, go somewhere far, go somewhere interesting. Let's see how that is. I thank you guys for your patience. I have a wonderful candle with angels for David that I'm going to burn for him in private and say a prayer that the angels up above are watching over him. No one got him flowers, but I did. This is the end of my dinner dedicated to my ex, David Stephen Wright. This is T. Gabrielle. Thank you for watching now. Bye-bye.